Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am so excited for today's video because I am joining in on a collab. There are a ton of ladies doing this same exact video, and I'm going to leave a list of them down below in the description box. Make sure you check them out. If you like these type of videos, I think they're really fun. They're really fun to do, and they're also really fun to watch. So I'm going to talk about my favorite polishes for spring, and they're going to do the same. We're probably going to discover new polishes, and it just makes me so excited because who doesn't love discovering new polishes? Hands down, my favorite pastel pink is Strawberry Milk from Sinful Colors. This was a part of the Sinful Colors Candy Johnson collab. This polish in particular came from the Vintage Mattes collection. This is a light cool toned pink with a gold sheen, and it does dry matte on the nail. That gold sheen doesn't show up on the nail once it is dry, but when you're applying it you can kind of see it. The formula on this is really good. I get it opaque in 2 coats. If you're looking for an alternative, not a dupe, just an alternative for this one, I think Unicorns Are Real is a really good one. That's from Sinful Colors as well. It has the same general idea as Strawberry Milk. It is a pink, it's just a much paler pink. It does have that gold sheen, but it does not dry matte, so of course that would be a simple fix. Just throw on some matte top coat and you're good to go. Again, it's not a dupe, but I think it would make a good alternative. One of my favorite polishes for my toes, for my tips. It just works for anywhere you want to put it. I mean, it's just a color that I look at and it makes me so happy, so excited, so energetic, just ready to take on the day, is Hot 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 Pants from Color Club. If you followed me in 2017, you know all about it. It's this kind of neon pastel corally pink. If you put it next to an orange, it looks pink. You put it next to a pink, it has an orange tinge to it. It's so pretty. The formula is along the lines of like a crelly, so it's going to be between a 2 and 3 coater depending on your application style. I am doing 3 coats for my swatch photo just so you guys can really see the color, but 2 coats works just fine for me, especially on my short nails. Another Pastel Neon is from Sinful Colors. It's in your Elemelon, yet another discontinued polish, but I do have an alternative, so just hold on, hold on. This is a bleached neon creamsicle orange. It is so pretty. I did a Skittles mani with this one and some of the other colors from the same collection this one came from. It was so cute. I love that mani so much. I ended up throwing a matte top coat on top because while this is marketed as a matte polish, it is a demi matte, not the particular matte that I enjoy so much. I mean, I don't mind it, but I definitely like a soft velvety matte, and this does not have that. The formula on this is atrocious. If you're looking for a good formula, this is just not a good one to go with. I think it's worth the $2 because the color in and of itself to me is worth the money, but the formula is definitely questionable. It's just really bad. All of the bad things you can think of when applying a pastel and a neon is what you're going to get in this bottle. However, I do have an alternative. Schoolyard Crush from Color Club is the best alternative that I could find as of yet. It is not a dupe. I feel like I want to emphasize that again and again because it's just not a dupe. They are slightly different from one another. But I feel like if you want to go for something like in your Elemelon and you can't find it, Schoolyard Crush is going to be your best alternative. It's going to be easier to find. It dries matte as well, and the formula is so much better. It's so much better. You're not going to need 4+ coats to build it up to full opacity. At most, I need 3 coats and it's good to go, and it dries down to that more soft finish, not a demi matte finish, which is my favorite. I'm a yellow lover through and through. I don't think that brands make enough yellow, but one of my favorites comes from Sally Hansen's Complete Salon Manicure line. This is Mum's a Word. I've talked about it before. It's a really soft yellow. It's not bold. It's not your standard kind of bold pastel. It just has a really neutral undertone to it, if that makes any sense. The formula on this is actually really good for the color that it is. I get it opaque between 2 and 3 coats. Again, broken record, depends on your application style. It does depend on that, but it's a really good one. I don't think you can go wrong with it. Zoya's Blue has received so much hype for years now, and I gotta say, personally, I think it's well deserved. I think that it's earned it. It has a fantastic formula, and it's a really nice blue. Sometimes I struggle with wearing baby blues, but this one I think is pale enough that it actually works in my favor. I get it opaque in 2 coats, but many people talk about getting it opaque in just 1. In time, I see mine becoming a 1 coater because, as with the most Zoyas, they thicken through time and the formulas just seem to get better. I'm not a green person. I've talked about it so many times, but I can I can appreciate a mint green, and one of my favorite mint greens is Mint Chip from the Candy Johnson Vintage Mattes collection. I'm sorry, it's another discontinued polish, but it's one of my favorites, so I had to include it. This has all of the same qualities as Strawberry Milk, except in a mint green color, and this one stains like no other. I've never experienced staining so bad until I wore this one. It was one of those experiences where I was like, what the heck am I gonna do? I just had to grow it out. I did all of the tricks in the book. It was not going to work. So while I love the color, I don't like the staining qualities of it. The formula is good though. And it is one of my favorite mints, so I had to include it. And the last one comes from Noodles Nail Polish. I love Noodles. I always have to include a Noodles in my favorites video because Noodles is literally my favorite indie brand. This is worth melting for. It was released in the winter 2019 collection, so it is currently available. But I think this makes a good color anytime of the year. It's cool enough to be worn in the winter. It's bright and happy enough for spring and summer. The formula on this is so good. You can get it opaque in one coat. This was actually one of my favorites in January. I love everything about this. Periwinkle is just another underrated, neglected color that you don't see brands coming out with enough. So I was definitely excited when I got this one. It's just so good, and the formula just is icing on the cake. That is it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. The list of everybody else joining in on this will be in the description box, so make sure you check out their videos as well, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!